Who are you?
That's my Mega Man voice.
Here it goes.
Mega Man X4.
Mega Man X4?
Yeah, baby.
Finally get to do it after like 2 billion months. I've literally practiced for this game. Shortly after Mega Man X something.
3?
3?
Yeah, 3 I guess. I feel like I did it before 3. I could have done that. I don't know. Still, I practiced for this game, and I feel like I'm ready for it.
I don't think I beat this one.
I don't think I've played this one.
Sigma's impossible, so...
Yeah, I got to the last boss and was just raped, so...
Bad with me. I want to, make mention of, when this game first came out, I had it on the PS1, and, I thought it was the hardest game ever. I was like, this game's too hard, I can't beat a single boss. And, in the years later, I've been friends with Don for a very long time, and, we had been talking about it, for a while, and he's like, dude, you should give it another shot, because it's not that hard. Okay, and lo and behold, this game is much easier than it was when I was 9. And,
no way.
Yeah, I played it just recently, and I got to Sigma, and I couldn't beat him, and it was impossible, so I just gave up. But it's a pretty solid game, actually.
Yeah, it is. And here's how old you just made me feel. I had that problem when I was playing Mega Man 2 on the NES.
How many times have you beat that game since then, David?
Several times.
Mega Man 2 is the easy.
Several is not a number.
I don't have a tally.
He doesn't keep a sticky note of all the time.
There aren't any notches on my desk.
On his NES, he has he took a knife and carved it into the side.
Sure.
I no longer have it in the end. Right next to ab references.
So tell us what you're doing here, John. You like to set dash to L1?
Yeah. I like to set dash to L1 because that's how it is in the Mega Man Zero games, and it's just nice to be able to dash and without having to press X and circle at the same time. It's kind of awkward.
So you're a heretic. That's what you're saying.
And if you haven't played Mega Man X before, or Mega Man X4, you have the ability to choose between Mega Man X and Zero to play as. Mega Man! And of course, since this is the first time you can play as Zero, I'm gonna do that.
Yes. Name Zero? Hope you don't fight like one.
Well, you could play as Zero in X3, but it was in sort of weird, limited bursts, so...
Yeah.
I don't know why you want to be Zero, man. He's kind of a bitch.
What? Given the choice, I was just going to say, given the choice, who's going to really pick X?
Me.
Well,
no, that's the incorrect choice.
In our earlier X Let's Plays, we joked about the fact that, Zero just keeps coming back just to keep dying, so he's kind of...
yeah.
Well, because in the first game, he's everything you want to be, and then they just didn't know what to do with him in the rest of the games.
Yeah.
And he just shows up, and he gets his ass handed to him every 20 seconds.
Yep. He's the Piccolo of Mega Man.
Nice analogy.
I just realized David watched Dragon Ball Z.
That was a long time ago.
Everybody watched
Dragon Ball. Talk about it.
Yeah, really.
It was the Dark Ages.
If you didn't watch Dragon Ball at least a couple of times, you're a liar.
Yeah, that's true. I watched it pretty religiously until, let's see, I got fatigued with it about probably around the Cell saga. I was just like, this is stupid.
Yeah. the Cell saga is a little wonky.
These anime cutscenes right now, are really cool and stuff. They're cells hand drawn, but it doesn't make sense to me that these robots have blood.
Yeah, the Mega Man series is kind of funky with that.
How about the fact that they can dream?
Hold on, I think I have to restart.
How about the fact that they have hair?
I think I have to restart, guys.
What?
Why?
I want to do the Black Zero cheat. So I can play
come
the game
on.
as Black Zero.
Oh, man.
Just play the game.
Just go.
I can do it real quick.
No, just play the game.
No. Hey, Daft Punk, everybody.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's play Daft Punk.
Sure.
false start.
We're not getting rid of that.
No. Your failure is going to be on the internet forever.
You're also going to keep that in the in the recording, in the video. You're keeping that, by the way, because we had a conversation about Ricky's past with the game and about David's past with anime. Yeah, we're keeping it.
Come on.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
Let's cut it, in fact.
No,
I like.
no.
I want to.
10 times.
I want to talk about how much I love that little one pose dash animation that Zero and X do as you leave for a stage.
Yeah.
Like,
I think you might have fucked up a little bit.
Yeah, I did fuck up.
Yeah, you're red.
I'm
this
so
Zero.
Thanks for that.
Alright, fine. Forget about it. I'll just do it at the end of the stream.
Cool beans.
We can't just edit and post. Like, make them black using After Effects.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that plan. That's a good plan.
This Let's Play will be up, or I guess let's try that again. Will be up in 3 years.
Yeah. We're gonna put lots of explosions and rings around explosions. And
We're also gonna put Jabba the Hutt in every scene.
Make it HD and
Add a fucking rock in front of Zero when he's shooting.
And Magma Dragoon is gonna shoot first.
Hey man, he might still shoot first. You don't know.
Dude, this whole place is just blowing up. What's going on?
Yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna let it blow up.
Oh my god, it's Magma Dragoon.
And we're gonna replace Dr. Light with a 3D model.
Mega Man. Hey Don, you got a fan here.
And when Iris dies, it's
Wait, spoil it.
Spoilers.
I've never played this game, and now I have no reason to.
Yeah. Wait.
Flies.
Oh,
He said
sorry, I
flies.
spoiled a fucking 15-year-old game. My bad.
You know what? Do you know Eris dies too?
No way. I thought it was Aerith. I thought Aerith died.
My favorite spoilers is Jesus dies.
Okay, no,
But then he comes back.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, let's all make the same joke. That's good.
How original are we?
Spend too much time together.
Guy love, that's all it is.
And Zero's awesome. He's dashing through and killing.
Running into spikes.
Jumping on shit.
You don't give a shit.
He doesn't have to pay
I'm not
for it.
gonna make it. Oh, I'm just kidding.
Psych.
Wall jumping.
Wall humping. Dude, the butt,
Man, I just found out about this character, and she's gonna die.
Iris looked very inviting there.
That's what I should doing in the butt.
Yeah.
Get her. Mount me. What other bodily fluids do robots have in this universe?
Let's find out.
Deleted scene.
Zero with his flowing locks.
We'll see if he's really Black Zero.
Let's try that again. Robot porn.
I don't know what that music was.
I know what that music is. I like
This is your porn music.
this dragon is bigger and scarier than any of the bosses in the game, and he's just the tutorial boss.
Yeah.
Isn't that how it always is? I feel like the tutorial boss gets bigger and badder in every Mega Man game.
Yeah, probably does.
Fucking Mega Man 7, it's a friggin' steamroller with a mohawk. That's pretty
becomes a-
badass.
And
And it
Mega Man
becomes a
Base,
regular enemy right after that.
Yeah, he should be a final boss.
in Mega Man Base, they took Green Devil from the end of Mega Man 8 and turned him into the intro boss. So,
Yeah,
one of
that's
the
true.
last bosses in Mega Man 8 becomes the intro boss.
Yeah, and he
Mega
doesn't
Man
even move or
such a badass.
split
Isn't
up.
the Black Devil? Never mind, I'm not gonna. Is that this one?
One of the X games. X5, yeah.
5. Okay, I did beat X5, but yeah,
very good.
I never played X5.
no, it was alright. It had Duff McWhalen.
Yeah, Duff McWhalen makes anything.
Duff McWhalen.
Duff McWhalen is like the best Maverick.
Hello there, laddies. My name's Duff McWhalen.
Here I am just saving over my previous progress.
What?
Oh, why didn't we just play that one?
Yeah. Were you black in that one?
No.
Nope.
Oh, Team Rocket owns this blue.
Rocket's rockin'.
Talking trouble, talking trouble.
Right now,
Double count.
the general
That was good
is
for us,
like spreading propaganda.
Generalissimo.
Is that Colonel?
No, this general.
No, Colonel's the little dude with the lightsaber. General's like 12 stories tall.
Yeah, he's as big as the.
Who just did that Solid Snake thing?
I just did.
Oh, okay. Wasn't bad.
Why?
Because it wasn't bad.
Oh.
Like, whoa, we got David Hayter in here?
I was like, who's a David Hayter?
I get it. I see what you did there. David.
I think,
We're alone now?
no. I just posted that video the other day. Anyway, I think the feed locked up on my screen, so I'm going to reload it, because I can't see if anybody is talking.
That was not. I was on the edge of my seat waiting for what you were going to say, and then it was just.
Well,
oh, I think my stream crashed.
get back in that seat, because there's nothing exciting going on.
Yeah.
Aww.
I'm looking at cute irises with their derpy eyes.
We're going to stab her in the face later.
Where you find out Colonel is Iris's brother.
Ta-da!
Oh no, Zero!
I just met both of these characters and my mind is already like fuck.
This is also where
Let's go
you
now,
see
dude.
Zero's goofy hand.
Oh, it's tiny. It's stumpy.
It's all a little loony.
I wasn't going in that direction. Ruining it.
I'm gonna leave now. I'll be over here.
So why is there Storm Owl and Storm Eagle? Were they just like...
Because they ran out of ideas by X2.
That's the $1 million question, isn't it?
Yes, that one is the $1 million. I hate that damn Stingray. You're bringing back so many repressed memories right now.
The stage? Or
Split Mushroom is in this game.
What?
The stage or the actual boss?
No, probably both. I don't know. There's a walrus in this? I don't remember that walrus at all. I remember every other boss in this, but I'm like, where did that walrus come from?
Frost Walrus, aka Frost
Man.
Man.
He's pretty cool at all.
The walrus is very cool.
I personally
Frost Walrus is good.
like to start with Magma Dragon, aka Ryu.
Really?
Yeah.
I would start with the spider.
I like to start with the spider as Mega Man. Like he's supposed to be the pretty much the first boss. Like there's boots in that level, so they kind of gear you towards that. He's probably the easiest to beat, but for Zero, I like to start off with Dragoon.
Because you ain't no bitch.
Exactly.
Well, like with Zero, he doesn't get weapons every time he beats like a Maverick. Sometimes it's just like, I don't know, double jumping. And so how are you supposed to kill somebody with double jump?
Betrayed the irregular person, hid himself inside a volcano. Then why do we know to find him in the volcano if he hid himself there?
He's not a very good hider.
Well, I like that this is the only American Mega Man X game that calls them the Irregular Hunters.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's because they just stopped giving a shit. They're like, whatever. They'll figure it out.
Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
They'll figure it out.
Can you explain to me what the regular hunters thing is?
Well, that's what they're called in Japan, but in America they're called Maverick Hunters. That's it.
Or Maverick, whatever.
Like, the Mavericks, the bosses in the X series are called Mavericks in the US.
Yeah.
They're called regulars in Japan. So, that's it. But when they translated this game, they just didn't give a shit.
No fucks were given that day. This was when Capcom was starting to go down the road that they led to today.
Really?
When they just stopped giving a fuck.
You're gonna trace that all the way back to X4?
Yeah.
That's the starting point?
This is the starting point. This is when they...
No, I would say they stopped giving a fuck around the time they came up with Duff McWhalen's name.
Well, all the Mavericks in X5 are named after...
No, I know, but that's just the worst name.
Yeah.
It's the best name. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
The only name.
It should have just been called Duff McWhalen again.
I like Axel Propose because they just gave up.
I got this right armor, guys. I always found it weird that it just cuts off Zero's hair.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, that is weird. They didn't want to animate it.
Well, maybe his hair connects to the robot somehow, like Avatar style.
like the nappy.
Jack in.
That movie.
Alright, take this to the box room, baby.
What did you say?
I said, yeah, I hate that movie.
It's pretty overrated, yeah.
Take that, America. I have to start this battle with ride armor, or I will lose every time.
I think it's so fucking cool that you could just ride the ride armor right into the boss room. That's the only time you get to do it.
Mm-hmm. That's the good Dragoon.
Also, Magma Dragoon's really cool. He's the only Maverick that's story important.
Yeah.
So other than a type of warp star, what exactly is a Dragoon?
It's
an extra alpha.
So a mounted Dragon Knight from Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know a Dragoon from Final Fantasy. But I don't even play Final Fantasy.
Oh, it's just a thing they made up.
No, it was actually I believe a gunman who was on a horse, and that's what the real life Dragoon is. But that's really fucking lame. So
So they just made him a dragon.
Well, he's like a dragon dog
in the sky. He's actually just Ryu from Street Fighter, isn't he?
Yeah.
He Shoryukens, he does Hadoukens, and he does this other thing.
Hadouken Shoryuken.
Well, I just he's in the intro stage and he gets a special death animation. They want you to care about him. That's neat.
Yeah, and I think
well, too bad he's dead first, and we're just gonna forget that he ever existed.
Yeah.
Well, and actually, in Mega Man X5, he returns as the training boss.
That's right, he does. Oh, but he's not really connected to the story at all. He's just anything could have been in that spot. He's the sandbag of that game.
Dragoon for Smash Brothers.
Isn't Ryu isn't Cutman in X5, or is that X6?
No, it's not X6, because X6 is 3D, isn't it?
No, X6 is 2D, but...
Oh, that's the randomized one that I never played.
I don't recall any Cutmans anyway.
You fight an 8-bit Cutman? No? Nobody?
No, I know what you're talking about, I just don't know what game it's in.
Right. I never really gave a crap about the X series until this year, so...
I played a few of them, and I don't know. I thought they were alright.
I played the first one.
The first one's fucking amazing. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, the first one's fantastic.
But after that, I never cared. As a kid, I couldn't get into any of the other ones.
Right.
And this year, I started checking it out.
And then they got silly, so it's what's the point?
Well, when I was a kid, I had Mega Man X, or my friend did. We kind of own things jointly. And then we found Mega Man X3 or 2 or something at the rental store, and so we only got to play it for a weekend. But we could never find it to buy.
You sound like shit.
Thanks.
He lost his voice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ian says it's X8, that
Yeah, I saw that.
Cutman is in.